Just-in-time is an inventory management and production system that aims to improve efficiency by producing or acquiring goods only when needed. This system minimizes inventory levels and reduces storage costs by receiving materials and components just as they are required in the production process. The objective of JIT is to increase efficiency, reduce waste, and ensure that production is closely aligned with demand, ultimately improving profitability and customer satisfaction. JIT was pioneered by Toyota in the 1970s as part of their production philosophy to enhance operational efficiency. Over the years, it has become a widely adopted practice across various industries, particularly in manufacturing. Who uses JIT? JIT is primarily used by manufacturing companies, but its principles are applicable to many sectors that rely on inventory management and efficient production systems. Automobile industry. Toyota, one of the leading proponents of JIT, revolutionized the way automobile manufacturers manage their production lines. Other automotive companies like Honda, Ford, and General Motors also use JIT practices. Electronics manufacturing. Companies like Samsung, Dell, and Apple employ JIT to meet the rapidly changing demands in consumer electronics while reducing costs. Retail industry. Retailers use JIT to manage stock and optimize supply chains, ensuring products are available without overstocking. Food and beverage industry. Businesses use JIT to reduce waste from perishable goods and meet customer demand efficiently. When is JIT applied? JIT is applied during the entire production and supply chain process. It can be implemented at any stage, starting from the procurement of raw materials to the delivery of the final product to customers. Key moments include raw materials procurement. Materials are ordered in small quantities, based on current production needs. Manufacturing process. Production occurs based on a demand forecast, so only the necessary amount of goods is produced. Shipping and distribution. Products are dispatched immediately after production, with minimal time spent in storage or inventory. The system requires a precise scheduling of deliveries and production timelines, making it most effective when demand is predictable or can be closely forecasted. Where is JIT used? JIT is used across a variety of industries, in different regions, and within different types of businesses. Manufacturing plants. Factories involved in assembly lines or mass production of goods often use JIT to maintain lean operations. Warehouses and distribution centers. JIT can also be applied in warehouses where raw materials and finished goods are stored temporarily before being dispatched to retailers or customers. Retail stores. Retailers implement JIT to reduce storage costs and avoid overstocking, especially in industries like fashion, where trends change rapidly. Global supply chains. Multinational companies operating on a global scale use JIT to ensure that goods and materials are efficiently sourced and delivered on time, reducing excess inventory across international borders. Why is JIT important? JIT offers several key benefits to businesses that implement it effectively. By minimizing inventory, companies can significantly reduce storage costs, lowering the capital tied up in stock. JIT reduces waste in the form of unsold goods, obsolete inventory, or overproduction. With JIT, businesses don't need to invest heavily in storing materials or goods. The capital tied up in inventory is minimized, allowing it to be used more productively elsewhere in the business. The focus on streamlining production means fewer delays and more consistent product quality. JIT allows businesses to adapt to fluctuations in demand quickly. With a reduced inventory, it's easier to adjust production volumes based on customer needs or market trends. How does JIT work? 1. JIT relies on close relationships with suppliers who can deliver raw materials or components in smaller quantities, exactly when needed. 2. Manufacturers create production schedules based on real-time demand forecasts. 3. Companies utilizing JIT maintain minimal stock, typically using advanced tracking systems such as barcode scanning or RFID to monitor inventory levels in real time. 4. JIT is closely tied to the concept of continuous improvement, often referred to as Kaizen. This focuses on making small, incremental changes to the production process to increase efficiency, reduce waste, and improve quality. 5. JIT systems rely on the flexibility of suppliers, manufacturers, and distributors. The supply chain must be agile and capable of adapting to changing demands. In conclusion, just-in-time manufacturing is an effective strategy that helps businesses streamline their production processes, reduce waste, and improve profitability. By focusing on reducing inventory levels and producing goods only when necessary, JIT ensures that companies are more responsive to market demand, more efficient in their operations, and better equipped to manage costs. However, it requires precise coordination, reliable suppliers, and an adaptable supply chain to be successful. When implemented correctly, JIT can provide significant advantages, making it a valuable approach for industries ranging from automotive to retail. Challenges of JIT. While JIT offers significant benefits, it also comes with some challenges. Dependency on suppliers. If suppliers fail to deliver materials on time, production can be delayed, leading to potential shortages and missed deadlines. Vulnerability to disruptions. Natural disasters, strikes, or geopolitical events can disrupt the supply chain, as there is little inventory cushion to absorb these interruptions. Demand fluctuations. JIT works best in environments with predictable demand. If demand spikes unexpectedly, businesses may struggle to meet customer needs in the short term. Implementation costs. Setting up a JIT system requires careful planning and investment in technology for inventory tracking, as well as robust supplier relationships.
This quiz is designed to assess how committed you are to learning about just-in-time JIT, and how deeply you're willing to understand and apply its principles. Answer the following questions honestly to determine your level of interest and commitment to learning more about JIT. 1. How often do you take the initiative to learn about new business concepts or manufacturing strategies? A. Rarely. I only learn about them if it's required for work or school. B. Occasionally. I try to keep up, but I often wait for external prompts. C. Frequently. I actively seek out new concepts, read books, and watch relevant content. D. Always. I continuously immerse myself in learning new strategies and trends, including JIT. 2. Have you ever actively researched just-in-time JIT as a production strategy? A. No. I've never heard of it or never felt the need to explore it. B. I've heard of it but haven't done much research. C. Yes. I've read articles or taken a course on JIT. D. Yes. I've researched it extensively and applied some JIT principles at work or in projects. 3. How comfortable are you with implementing JIT principles in a real-world situation? A. Not comfortable at all. I have little knowledge of JIT. B. Somewhat comfortable. I understand the basics but would need more guidance. C. Comfortable. I could implement JIT with a reasonable amount of preparation and resources. D. Very comfortable. I am confident in my ability to apply JIT effectively in a real-world scenario. 4. How do you prefer to learn about business strategies like JIT? A. I don't usually seek to learn these strategies. B. I prefer reading articles or watching videos on the topic. C. I prefer hands-on experience, such as case studies or simulations. D. I prefer structured, in-depth learning like courses or workshops where I can deeply understand the theory and practice. 5. If you were to learn more about JIT, what would be your main motivation? A. I'm not sure. I don't feel a strong need to learn more about JIT. B. I think it could help me with my job or schoolwork, but I'm not particularly passionate about it. C. I believe JIT is an important concept for improving efficiency and cost management in my career or personal projects. D. I am highly motivated to learn JIT because I see its value for transforming entire organizations, and I want to be an expert in it. 6. How much time are you willing to dedicate to understanding and mastering JIT principles? A. I don't have much time for it. B. A few hours here and there when I have the time. C. A few hours each week to dive into articles, videos, or practical exercises. D. I would dedicate a significant amount of time, including taking courses, reading books, and applying the concepts regularly. 7. How would you rate your interest in the long-term impact of JIT on business operations? A. Not interested. I don't think JIT would make a significant difference. B. Somewhat interested. I think it could help, but I'm not sure how. C. Quite interested. I believe JIT has the potential to improve efficiency and reduce waste. D. Very interested. I am excited to understand its broader impact on productivity, cost savings, and overall business success. 8. If you learned about JIT, how would you like to apply the knowledge? A. I'm not sure I'd apply it. I might just learn for curiosity. B. I would apply it if I were in a relevant job or role. C. I would seek opportunities to implement it in my work, school projects, or side ventures. D. I would actively look for ways to integrate JIT in multiple areas of my career, organization, or personal projects. Scoring. Mostly A's, low commitment. You may not be very interested in learning about JIT at this time. Consider starting with introductory material or exploring how JIT could benefit your current or future role. Mostly B's, moderate commitment. You're somewhat interested in JIT, but you might need more motivation or structured learning to dive deeper into the topic. Mostly C's, high commitment. You are quite committed to learning and applying JIT principles. You likely understand the potential value of JIT and are ready to invest in further study. Mostly D's, strong commitment. You are highly motivated and passionate about learning JIT, with a strong desire to apply it practically in your career or personal life. You are likely to pursue a deep and ongoing study of JIT. Next steps. By completing this quiz, you've gained insight into your current commitment level to learning about just-in-time principles. Based on your results, consider setting a goal to explore it in more depth. Whether you're new to it or have experience with it, identifying areas for improvement can help you better contribute to process improvement and organizational success. Send your score to the email listed in the comments section and become part of our ecosystem for further future developments.